As Martin Luther King so eloquently said, every man must decide whether he will walk in the creative light of altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. Altruism. What does this mean? Good morning, I'm Keith Brennan, and I'm going to tell you why I believe it is imperative for you and for others to be a giver and to live altruistically. Altruism is an act done completely for the benefit of another person, without concern for yourself. Simply, it is about helping others without any thought to personal gain. Whether you know it or not, your parents are altruistic. They would do anything for you, even if it was harmful for themselves. Now, this cost may not just be limited to endangering your own physical well-being. It could also be donating time, gifts, or money to others without the expectation of getting anything in return. Anyone can do it, the rich, the young, the old, and even you. Speaking of the young, 4-year-old Austin wants to be president when he grows up. I encountered his story on the CBS Nightly News, and it was truly impactful. At only 4, he has goals set high and is being a better citizen than most adults. His idea of what the president should do is care about others beyond himself. He does this by using his allowance to feed the homeless. Every weekend, Austin travels to the city of Birmingham, Alabama, giving a sandwich to every homeless person he sees. To each person he says, "Don't forget to show love." This all began when he and his father watched a documentary on pandas. When the mother panda abandoned the baby, Austin's father told him that the baby panda was now homeless. Austin then asked, "Are people homeless?" This all started a journey that every Saturday brought him to the streets of Alabama, where he would leave his mark in his own unique way, making the world a better place. By doing this altruistic act, he gives people not just food, but also hope when it is furthest away. The unexpected results of altruism can make you happy, increase your lifespan, help your self-esteem, and develop strong, loyal relationships that last a lifetime. This based on a study done by the American Journal of Public Health. Now, of course, if you're being truly altruistic, you're purely helping someone on the basis that it's the right thing to do, and not for these unexpected benefits. The Giving Pledge is a prime example of this. The Giving Pledge, created by Bill and Melinda Gates, is a campaign with 139 millionaires and billionaires that have pledged to give half or more of their wealth to charity and making the world a better place. Included on this list are some of the most notable names in business and entertainment. Bill Gates and his wife are giving 95% of their wealth to charity. Warren Buffett, 99% of his wealth. Michael Bloomberg, Elon Musk, George Lucas, and David Rockefeller are some other notable names on this list. Their money will be donated to charities of personal choice during their lifetime or upon their passing. There's a line in the New Testament that speaks to altruism. To much is given, much is expected. Those who are privileged must give to those who are not. A member of the pledge, J.P. DeJoria, owner of Paul Mitchell Hair Products, was once homeless himself and remembers giving a dime to the Salvation Army when he was only 6. He recalls the words of his mother saying, "You may be poor, but every little bit helps." This small act of kindness instilled something in him that would inspire him for years to come. In a video, he explains how he was recruited.
The Giving Pledge. Why decide to commit?
A couple years ago, maybe 4 years ago, I got a call from Warren Buffett's office saying, "JP, you live in Austin, are you there?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Well, the night after next, we're going to be in Dallas, and Bill Gates and I want to invite you to a dinner with 15 people. We're not going to hit you up for anything. We just want to let you know what we're doing, and who knows, one day you may want to be part of it, you may not want to be part of it." So I flew up there with my wife, and we had dinner with them. Wonderful people. They told us about the Giving Pledge. I thought, my God, I'm doing that already. I thought, I want to be part of what you guys are doing. They say, "JP, we'd love you to be part of what we're doing." And the Giving Pledge is basically that you pledge that you will do things in your life while you're alive and after you die where half of your wealth goes to making the planet a better place to live. And it could be for anything, because we realize, at least I realize, and I think Paul Watson said this the best, we're on a spaceship that's going through the universe. As we use it up, the spaceship is smaller and more decayed for our children in the future. Well, shouldn't those on the spaceship right now living a halfway decent life bring the ship back to life again? That's what we do with the Giving Pledge. We're all thankful in such a big way for how blessed we are with what we have financially, that it's our obligation. In fact, I think it's the obligation of every person, every city, every state, every corporation to do something to make someone else's lives better with your own time.
Not just those that are members of the Giving Pledge are the only people who are altruistic. For example, Chris Long, a defensive end of the Philadelphia Eagles, donated his entire season's salary to a scholarship fund. This donation totaled $1 million and was certainly at self-expense to himself. When he was asked about his contribution in an interview, he said, "I was put on a great platform, but selfishly, I don't get rewarded by just playing football. Personally, I don't believe he's selfish, but rather a great role model and generous person. We need more people like him, and the Eagles are going to need some better wide receivers if they're going to repeat a Super Bowl victory," which they will. Chris Long is also donating a portion of his salary this year to a literacy fund as well. However, you don't need to be a celebrity to practice altruism. Every one of us has a way we can help. The world we live in is shaped by the people, and it's up to us, you and me, to think beyond the scope of our own lives and how we can make a difference for others. We can sometimes dwell on the problems we have and don't often think of those who are maybe having worse times or are facing harder situations than ourselves. I know I need to do this more often. Taking a step back and considering others makes a double period look like summer break. Altruism is hard, but it's necessary for the survival of civilization. It's easier for some more than others. For the Homer Simpsons of the world, it can be tough to stay the course in the face of fear.
Well, giving him a kidney is a wonderful way to show him how you feel.
I love you, son. I love you, Dad.
We gotta get rid of that window.
Where'd he go? All right, this is it. No more living in shame. I'm going to show my family the kind of man I really am. All right, I'm gonna... I'm sorry, Dad. The way I behaved was shameful. I guess fear made me run away, but love made me come back. Bless you, son. I knew you'd come through for me. Oh! Phew. Boy, that...
He's waking up. Oh, homie, I'm so glad you're all right. Try not to move, Dad. You swallowed a lot of motor oil.
I'm sorry I ran off again. Great nothing! I never felt more alive! Ha ha! Oh, boy, I shouldn't have done that. It's a miracle. You recovered. What? What?
At least Homer tried, and his heart was in the right place. I challenge you and myself to overcome our fears and preoccupation with our own troubles, looking for ways to help and serve others. There's kindness and compassion in all of us. Sometimes we are inspired by the kindness of one person, but it is in the power of working together that we can truly make a difference. We rise by lifting others. So let's get out there and make a difference together.